Can I ask what you're up to today?
Haha. This is my home. I live in Soho here.
How long have you lived in Soho?
90 years.
How has Soho changed since you started living here?
Enormous. I don't like the change. I like to go back to the old days.
What's up?
Can I ask what you're up to today?
I am gonna assemble this skateboard, and I've dropped off a film for my camera to get developed.
Are
Yeah,
you a photographer?
yeah, I am.
Oh, cool.
So I got a few cameras on me as well.
Do you want to show us what you got?
So I got a Zenit 11 on me with a 50mm lens. I've also got a Olympus AF1 point and shoot camera. I've been skateboarding for about 8 months now, and basically growing up I was quite reserved. I was quite, I played it safe. I didn't do anything that was too open, too daring. So within the last year I decided I'm going to start doing everything I want to do. And one of the things I always wanted to do was skateboard. But of course, being African, being Nigerian, my parents are both Nigerian, it's not something they would condone. But I'm old enough now, so I can do it and still be responsible in my parents' eyes. So when I'm seen skateboarding by friends and family members, they're going to be thinking I'm up to no good, like doing drugs, etc. But really, I'm just having fun, cruising around.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like in the old days?
Well, all this market was full of all different kinds of things. We had a fish stall, we had a bread stall, we had a cake stall, plenty of vegetables. But now we've only got poor John and Jim down there, so fruit and vegetables, and Jimmy at the top. I've known all those boys when they were young. I reckon in about 10 years' time, you'll see all those tenement houses have gone by now, made into hotels and luxury flats. I was working during the war, giving people their rations, but that was a long time ago. And then I worked in Shepherd Market, Mayfair, worked there, and I worked in Regent Street for Fuller's chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake? Oh, okay.
Very famous, walnut layer cake, chocolate cake, and chocolate.
Ah, okay, so it's a good cake, is it?
Very good.
Till I can come down, losing my head and it all around. Can you feel me now? With the taste of your lips, I'm on the ride. You toxic.
Can I just ask what you're up to today?
Shopping.
What are you after today?
Mainly clothes, really. You can tell, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit how would you describe your style?
I'm bored. I'm really bored. I'm fed up with men's clothes. I have to be different. I have to feel different.
Has your hat got taller over time?
I've got 30 hats, and they're all big, yeah. And they do get taller, yeah.
What do you think of the state of men's clothing and style?
Totally boring. I think you'd pick 10 men walking along the street here, and they just all wear the same clothes. Their shoes look like they're still in the boxes. Yeah, there's no style.
Can I ask what you do?
I own a design agency called Ginger Monkeys. Basically graphic design, 3D animation, you name it, we do it. Exhibition stands, we've won awards for exhibition stands, do a lot of print, a lot of digital, everything.
How did you find yourself doing that?
I came from a working class family, and I can remember my father saying to me, you must get a trade. And I went into print, and that's how it came about, really.
Is that also your father's trade?
No, he was basically a really good builder. That's what he was.
What effect do you think the Nigerian culture that you were born into has had on you?
My parents did split at quite an early age. I'm not allowed to be seen with my skateboard within the proximity of my dad. My mum's more open-minded. She was born here, so You know, that sort of speaks volume. My dad was born in Nigeria, so obviously he has a different way of thinking. For the most part, I suppose if I was more successful in what I was doing, sort of bringing in a lot of money and perhaps driving by now, my dad would be kind of okay with it. But for the most part, you know, since I can't drive or don't have a lot of money on me, he's not.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he's not too happy with me skateboarding.
Can you tell me one time in your life that's brought you the most unhappiness?
Oh, it's probably got to be growing up during secondary school. So like my transition from primary school to secondary school was quite a rough one. I got picked on a lot. Yeah.
What for?
For the way I looked, mainly. You know, for trying to fit in. Do you know what a roadman is? So a roadman is like, I don't want to sort of define it because people might not agree with me, like the Londoners might not agree with me, but a roadman, in layman terms, is like a gangster from London, to put it in the most simplest terms ever. I tried to be a roadman growing up, just to fit into crowds, and it wasn't me, so it didn't translate well at times. So like as soon as I finished school, I ditched the whole trying to be a roadman thing and just became myself, really.
So did you get into trouble doing that?
This is the problem. I was a good kid, but I tried to be a roadman as well. It's like I couldn't draw a balance. So you know, going home from school, my friends would get up to mischief, like throw stones at cars, throw pebbles. I couldn't find it in myself to do that. That's where I would draw the line. So I never got in trouble. But I struggled to, fit in to groups, like fit in with my friends. As soon as I dropped the whole trying to be what I'm not thing, I was able to be who I want to be, and I'm able to sort of see where I want to go, and see the person I want to become truly, and work my way towards that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give him £5. Here we go. £5, people, because he is amazing. Yeah, £5 for this beautiful boy. Take the money, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Here we go. You can now go back now. You're welcome. Thank you very much, my friend. And that is your money. Yeah. You keep it. Yeah. You can spend it on anything you want. Yeah. Don't give it to mommy. Put the money in the pocket. This is London.
What makes you most unhappy?
Actually, nothing makes me unhappy unless people tell me lies. I don't like liars. I like people to be genuine and full of life and spirit. I enjoy my cigarette while I'm around, and I like my gin and tonic.
And what makes you most happy in life?
When I see other people happy, and I like to see the young people happy and enjoy that. You know what you're doing.
Is there one event in your life that's brought you the most happiness?
When I got married to the wonderful man, my husband. I was married for about 40, coming up to 49 years before he died.
Can you think of one event in your life which has brought you the most happiness?
Getting married to my gorgeous wife. So, yeah, I'm quite lucky because my wife is 17 years younger than me, so I'm punching above my weight. Yeah.
And that works out well, does it for you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It keeps you. It makes you aware of. You gotta watch what you eat. You gotta be quite fit, and you gotta watch what you wear, etc., etc. Not to be too boring, really.
Can you think of one event in your life that's brought you the most happiness?
Oh, that's a tough question. There's got to be a few. On my 19th, my dad threw a surprise birthday for me. That was pretty cool because for the first time, my friends were invited to a party that had a Nigerian theme, and I never really showed them that side of me. I never really showed them that side of my family, and that was cool. We were in a limousine. We drove around Oxford Street, and heads were turning everywhere. We played hip hop in the limousine. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
So you're proud of that heritage?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely proud of my heritage. I think it's cool. I don't know. There's some things I'm not proud of, within the Nigerian culture, but like as a whole, I think it's progressing quite well. When you have ideas that go untested, they're not challenged. You know, they sort of settle, they're sort of assumed to be the truth, and that's not right. You know, ideas have to constantly be challenged so we get an understanding of why they're wrong or why they are right. And I feel that people within my culture have a lot of dead dogma that goes untested and unchallenged.
Are you religious?
That's also a good question. I used to be quite religious, so I grew up with a Christian influence on me. But doing philosophy, gaining my own ideas, I decided that I still believe in God quite thoroughly, but I'm not religious anymore. I don't attribute a religion to myself. I think religions are sort of like glasses. So all religions are like looking at the same thing, but because we all have different lenses in our glasses, we all see the same thing in a different way. So for me, there's like no point in subscribing to one religion.
What car do you drive?
A Porsche Cayman S, yeah.
Okay, slightly different aesthetic from your clothes, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit really. It's it's my escapism. I get in my car and I escape. Yeah, my offices are very, very sexy. They're leather, rubber, metal, studs, you name it.
If you could have any amount of money and have the ultimate piece of clothing, what would it be?
I would probably get Vivienne Westwood to do me something bespoke. Yeah.
What's your philosophy on life?
Oh, that's a really good question, and I have a really solid answer. So there's an anime called Cowboy Bebop, and there's a character called Spike Spiegel. He's a really laid-back guy, and he's sort of like fighting for something that he's really trying to achieve. But his overall attitude is he's gonna put his like all his power into trying to achieve what he wants to achieve. But if in the end it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And there was a screen cap. So like, you know, when the episode starts or ends, there's like text, and the screen cap read, "Whatever happens, happens." And from the day I read that, and from the day I finished that anime, that's sort of been like my life's morals. You know, whatever happens, happens. If shit happens, shit happens. If good things happen. You know, people always have it better than you. People will always have it worse than you.
So deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. If I got you under my skin. Well, I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair, it never would go so well. Why should I try to resist when, baby, I know darn well that I got you under my skin. Well, I'd sacrifice anything on my mind for the sake of having you near, in spite of the one voice that comes in the night and repeats all it goes in my